Hello boys, my name is Kuliyoshi, and welcome back to my bonus episode sort of playthrough where we are trying to complete the Pokedex again for Pokemon Legends Arceus for Nintendo Switch. In the last episode, we basically caught the last Pokemon needed to complete the main series of Pokedexes. The main part of the Pokedex, which was also the most brutal part. So I wanted to get that first done because afterwards, there's not a lot to do in terms of grinding, nor is there really any other stuff. So, since I basically completed all the requests, this might be the last video we do for some time because in the last episode, we caught the last Pokemon we needed, finally. We kind of waited a bit long, but we got Enamorus. And similar to his friend, we also have to use its particular storm as well. This time in Agile style. So we have to use Springtide Storm like 5 times in Agile style. We have an area that's kind of close by we can test it on, so sure, we'll just use it here. Thankfully it's level 70, so it starts pretty strong right off the bat. Alright. It's also fairy type, which I guess makes sense given its look. I could use this for lots of fairy type move required Pokemon later on in the game, so that's definitely nice to get. Alright. I did initially have problems getting these specific moves used, but after doing a little bit of research, I found out that some moves actually give you even more experience points towards your move usage than others. So in this instance, if I just use Agile Style 3 times, I think that'll actually be enough to just barely get it to research level 10, which makes it rather quick. The problem is, the storms aren't the best accuracy. They tend to miss quite a bit. And then I guess if I need one, I could do something different, but that would just take longer. So using that in Agile style in particular 3 times is enough to get it to 10. So we'll do that. And now we should technically have all the other Pokemon, though again it won't mention that because we are still missing Arceus. It's just now that we've done this, we can technically activate Arceus. And yes, I think this might be the finale for a bit. Also yes, it does assume that we completed Pokedex. A complete Pokedex at last, or actually there's one missing. Though, in a way, you could almost call this a Yoshi Dex. And of course, you had your directive, didn't you? I recall the message you received when you first fell down onto this land. Seek out all Pokemon, was it not? It seems you finally achieved that goal. So where must you go now? Mount Coronet, the Temple of Sinnoh. You'll find nowhere else in all of Hishui closer to the heavens. You're practically among the stairs up there. One with the very universe all creation. Well, been there, I wonder. My scientific curiosity is positively roiling, but, well, since in my tale of adventure, it's yours. It's for you and you alone to go find out. We each have our separate duties. Yours is to go to the Temple of Sinnoh, as mine is to give this Pokedex a jolly read-through. Okay. So yeah, that's the cutscene you get for getting every single Pokemon caught at least once, but not necessarily all of them, because, well, we still are missing one. Arceus, our boy Arceus, and we still need one more non-other setup. The reason why I didn't talk about much requests at this point is because we technically already did all of them. The only ones that are missing are just ones that are new, so once we finish this, this will be the last base game request done, so we're gonna do that next. just to make it easier. So, by taking this to the ancient retreat, we finish off the last of the many requests in the game. And yeah, I timed this to be finished at this point, in case you were wondering. And you caught Enamorus as well, and you know much about her. Enamorus arrives in Hishui once winter has passed, hence the epithet herald of spring. Her company, when I have the pleasure, is of course great out. She ferries me hither and yon across Hishui, but I'll leave her in your care for now, I suppose. For now? Indeed, even you could hardly expect to live for all the time, surely. She will be in your care for now. Here is the reveal class. If you use this on an Enamorus and her brethren, they will assume different forms. Speaking of which, let's actually see this. It would be interesting not to show off at least one of these. Enamorus and her brethren have something in common. You all tend to stir the pot of life. Do not mistake me, I mean this positively. Hey, more straightforward, what would there be in living as long as we do? Once there was a god of field, once there was a god of spring. Upon Hishui's winds it wheeled, brought life to every glowing fane. Was that how the old verse went? I have passed on to you all there is to pass. When history goes for there, I leave to you and your companions to see through. Alright. Fortunately, no big booster thing or cool thing for completing every single request in the game. It's really just the proof of completion, 100%. Not really much else. So, as far as we are aware, all base game requests are now done. And as for that form thing, I'm just going to do that right now before we go in. Just so that people don't get annoyed at me for not showing this off. Because I do like showing off every single thing. So, let's go use this on you. And Enamorus turns into, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is, that looks really interesting. But, we need to check his summary now. Her summary, rather. Okay, that is quite different. That is quite different. Oh my goodness, this looks a bit creepy, almost. Whatever. That's, Enamorus for you. Alright, now the only thing left to do is to change her out for the other Pokemon that we want to show off. Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus. Those are the only ones we have left to do. While their original form is pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. Their new form actually looks way better, in my opinion, or way cooler. Landorus is usually last on the list, so I'm gonna have its form get revealed later. And we'll reveal them all at the same time just to make it faster. So first, Tornadus is gonna change into whatever that is. And then Thundurus is gonna change. Okay, basically the same. And then Landorus is gonna change as well. Alright, now let's actually take a look at them. Okay, Tornadus looks more kind of like Braviary in a way, a literal fine odd, if anything. This one is more like, almost Palkia or Dialga kind of style. And then for Landorus, it kind of just floats in. It looks most like either Entei or Raikou, in my opinion. In fact, a lot of people might mistake it for Raikou. That's a speed increasing stat. Interesting. Alright, so that takes care of all the forms, at least that I know of. Now, as for who we're going to put into our party to actually get evolutions done, or other stuff, well, okay, it'll be easier if I just put this in. Then put in Dialga and Palkia. And I guess one thing I did forget to use as well is Giratina. I've kind of ignored him. Which is kind of sad, because Giratina was actually one of my first legendaries I ever caught in the history of Pokemon. Seriously. Because Diamond and Pearl / Platinum was my... Actually, yeah, specifically Platinum was my first Pokemon game. At least that I remember playing quite a bit of. So, obviously I need to get it out. Oh, actually, it is already in its origin form. Okay, so it actually already has its other form. The only thing that changes when you use it is... it changes from its flying form into something different instead. So, when you untransform it, it doesn't fly. And when you transform it, it flies. I don't know which one I like better. I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. So I figure, since we're gonna challenge Arceus anyways, may as well make sure we prepare all the legendaries too. Just to make it a bit of a simpler fight, and... beyond that, it's time to make our special destiny path behold. However, it's time to fulfill our path of destiny and finally get Arceus. My entire purpose of trying to complete this fine playthrough was to get Arceus, right? And I kind of just ignored that for a while. So now that we've completed the Pokedex, we can finally head up to Mount Sinnoh and challenge him to a battle. Yeah, and by the way, you guys are probably wondering, is it going to be easy? No. It's not going to be a regular battle, nor is it going to be anything else, really. It's going to be yet another one of those alphas. I did do some research. It's going to be similar to the way we had to quell those frenzied nobles back in the storyline. Because, well, it really is part of the storyline, so yeah. So technically, it is the end game boss. It's essentially the hidden game boss. So, in terms of bosses we can fight, this is the last boss we can fight. And I like how, after all this, we fight him at the top area where we defeated our boy Volvo. By the way, Jerkvol, because he turns evil. Kind of a spoiler warning. He turns evil. But yeah, this is where Volvo kind of turned against us and kind of just tried to take us out, and well, it was kind of close. We did manage to beat him. I will say though, it was not fun. If I had known about that, I definitely would have used items. Also, I probably should have said, oh, I'm gonna beat him like one Pokemon if I use the items. Because seriously, it's really hard to beat solo, let alone without using items. Or just beating him at all without using items is kind of tricky. Alright, so... actually, it'd be easier to save here. I did turn all save off, so it should... I can reset this as many times as I want, so I'm fully prepared. Let's just do this. Alright, now we're gonna play it. So, if we played it earlier, nothing would have happened. But after completing that and watching that cutscene, if we play it now, instead of making its usual sound, it makes kind of like this weird tone thing, and I guess now Arceus is going to appear. By the way, I wasn't spoiled on this by any means, because, well, it's Pokémon Legends Arceus. You have to see Arceus at some point, so it would be kind of silly not to. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but we kind of just had this stairway appear out of thin air. Keep in mind, we're supposed to meet a child of Arceus, so the fact that we did not meet up yet is still kind of surprising, but also, this is kind of a really good post-game boss, by the way. I actually kind of like that this is a cool post-game thing you can do. Alright. Alright, what's gonna happen? Don's kind of just wondering what's happened. Yeah, we picked the avatar based off of Don because it's not Diamond and Pearl without picking the Don character. I just like Don better in almost every way. Mostly because of the anime, of course. That's mostly why. And she just looks cuter in general. I still haven't changed her outfit much, probably because I haven't found much out. The Pikachu mask is still kind of cute, though. Alright, here we go. There he is. So, all these plates we collected, they can only be used on this Pokemon, Arceus. They are meant to be used only for Arceus. Alright, so now we're going to be able to communicate. Alright, what's happening? This is kind of awkward, but... yeah. Oh, not even letting us go in. It's just gonna throw us right into a battle, huh? Alright, well, time to dodge a lot of stuff because that's what's gonna happen, probably. Yep, it's a frenzy bomb. Whoa! Okay, this is much quicker a Pokemon than what we've seen before. Okay, unlike previous Pokemon, this guy is not going to give us an easy chance at all. Keep in mind, this is all still blind. I've not watched anybody play. So, I do not know exactly how to dodge all of these attacks, so... don't be surprised if something happens. This is so hard. I'm probably gonna just have to focus on dodging for this first little bit. Now, previous fights, we've been able to kind of tech attacks as we go through. Oh, I just realized we are using the wrong thing! That could be why. I don't know what those things are gonna do, but those are probably not good. Oh wait, we're supposed to hit them off. Oh shoot. We did that way too late. Okay, well, somehow we survived. Now we didn't. We took way too much damage at the beginning, obviously. That was the clear problem. I like how you can just restart this battle right away, which makes it easy. This is why I said I will warn you that because this is a boss battle, it's not easy to learn. Alright. It's gonna take a while to load all of a sudden. Ah. Dodged backwards. That is not what I needed. So far, these boss battles are what's really causing me to die because, well, these are actually kind of difficult. You actually have to kind of think a little bit for these fights. There's almost no time to do any early bombs, so you're pretty much forced to wait. You also have that quick attack there where he just teleports straight onto you all of a sudden out of nowhere. Like, how am I supposed to know how to dodge that? That kind of just comes out of thin air. I'm busy trying to throw bombs on him. There we go, now we hit him. Alright, this is the one where you have to hit him. So, it'd be actually easier if we go closer to him, because then we can hit him easier. Except we might get less hits this way. Alright, there we go. Now we can battle him. And stun him for a bit. Alright. Will my stats still allow him to be taken out? I'm not sure. Oh, we can kill him away. Okay, cool. Oh, frick. Already on red? Goodness, that took like no time to get it to red. You see, if there was a way to actually heal damage in this game, I would totally do it right now, but I don't know if there is. There might be an item that I'm forgetting about, but if you look at the other stuff, the only other way you can, like, heal for other stuff, that only works on your Pokemon. So, because of this individual hit system, that actually makes this fight kind of difficult. And what I mean is there's no way to heal once you go into the actual battles. I guess there are some items you could buy that may potentially give you resist, and I probably should buy them, but, yeah, not really interested. Also, it gets up incredibly quick. That... just getting past its first part is already difficult enough. That quick move is probably the worst. Well, now that I've seen its first attacks enough, I know enough that I can just how to dodge those. But as you can see, it does them at random as well, so there's not really a good way to know when the best time is to hit it. For me, it seems like I can get in one between these grains, and I can get in by about 2 between each of those other attacks. Every other attack, I can't get any bombs in at all. Alright. And now it's already doing its super attack. Alright. We did a lot more damage this time around. And now we know that, because of its troll move, we're probably not going to be able to get the same strategy off on it that we did before. Alright. Oh, now it's up. Alright, whoa, where'd it go? Oh, frick. Wait, is it, if it's doing that, and I just stand here, I could kind of just hit it for free. Whoa. Where'd it go? There it went. Okay. Again, some of these attacks I did not know about yet. Alright. Where'd it go? There it is. We can also dodge that using the same strategy as before, but once we get close, we can kind of just get some free hits on him. Oh no. Not this again. That's a fake. Oh, we have to move between them. Okay. Yeah, that was way too late. So we had to hit those within a certain time, but man. Okay, this battle is actually being kind of trolly. Wait, what happens if you continue battle after that? I don't know. Does it, like, have, like, a save point? I have no idea. I don't want to find that out. And again, I didn't even... Sometimes I forget how to dodge. I press B on accident because I think the dodge button is something else. Quick dodge. When he does that, I can get 2 free hits in. I don't know how I was able to even get 2 bombs in there. This Erica is kind of annoying. Ah, missed that. Alright. We'll see, having a delayed at least makes this regular battle part a bit easier. Right, now it's red. Ah, I went too late. There we go, now we dodged through it. That's what we should have done the first time. The big problem is, as you can see... Oh. Oh, barely avoided that. Okay. Oh. The freebie attack. It's down phase 3. Now it's back to blue. After doing that, it's back to blue all of a sudden. Okay, I need to charge this up a bit before throwing. Otherwise, it's guaranteed to miss. Okay, it just alternates between its phases. If it alternates between its phases and I time this right, then it might not be as bad as I thought. If I do get it down to low, I should probably wait on it to do the battle thing, just so I can send a Pokemon in to do battle and get rid of a lot of its HP. So even that doesn't seem to do much. Oh my gosh, same attack over and over. This one's kind of tricky because, again, you can only get one bomb before you go in, and even timing it right can take a little bit. Alright. Are you just gonna do a super attack? Oh, there he is. Right as I say that, he's doing it. Alright, there we go. Now we stunned him. It's perfect. We stunned him on the edge of his second phase, so now we should have it now. As long as we don't mess up big time. Alright. It's stunned. Oh, it's still going. Same phase again. Hasn't even changed to red. That's strange. I thought it was going to change back to that phase, and it didn't for some reason. Well, because it hasn't changed, that means it's still using the same attacks as it was before. I honestly prefer this Arceus, because the other one was kind of tedious to deal with. What I mean is red Arceus. This is blue Arceus. And I honestly thought we would have to deal with the red for slightly longer, but apparently, instead of like that, it kind of just goes back to blue, which is really weird. And we got it. Whole chunk of experience collected. We only did like 2 battles that whole time. Okay, well, yeah, that was definitely difficult. That was done well to seek out all Pokemon, as talking to me, of course. Unflagging devotion to a goal shall see it through. So thou, as now proven by thy actions. Much as that ancient hero once did, he and the Pokemon that walked beside him. To see such truths proven anew beyond the bounds of time and space bringeth joy to me. I'm glad that I chose thee to call to this world. As thou walkest onward upon thy own path, upon thee and upon this creation where thou now dwellst, I bestow my blessing, and bestow upon thee a part of myself. I would walk this world together with thee. Show me how it appeareth in thy eyes. And we get the legend plate. This is like the dragon plate. And there we go. So after all that, we finally got Arceus. It only took like 48 plus hours and over 50 episodes from the looks of it, but we finally got him. We're still waiting for the thing to pop up that we collected him, and now he's kind of just gone. Oh. What? Oh, you can rematch him! That's odd. Okay. Okay, so if you go there, you could just refight them if you want for fun. And that actually might be good, because you know what those refights do? Well, while Arceus is kind of difficult, if you can defeat it very consistently like I can, then you can... This is actually yet another good way to grind experience points, because if you kind of just get 18,000 like that, yeah, Arceus is kind of good for grinding, so that might actually be pretty good. Also, I'm here. Noticed somebody died on this spot. That could not have happened anywhere else, which tells me that they probably died to either whatever the other person is, or forget his name. Commander Kamado. Yeah, that's right, Commander Kamado. Somebody must have died to him, Commander Kamado, and decided not to return, so they black out. Which actually tells me lots of bad things could actually happen if I lose a battle. At least in the field, if I lose a battle, I think I still black out. So I don't see how else they could have blacked out otherwise. So just like you can black out in other stuff, you can also kind of black out in other aims, and also we don't even have to do anything with it. We just get it. We just get it in the dex. That's kind of boring, actually. I kind of hoped I was gonna actually have to do some research tasks, but nope. Of course, I do have to show off one thing with Arceus before this video ends, which is, of course, the fact that it changes its type based off of what you use, so you can effectively give it the perfect type advantage in every single battle. Which actually makes it kind of overpowered in a lot of... easily could become a banned Pokemon in multiple other versions of different games. I'm gonna replace Dialga with it, because I picked Palkia before, because Palkia, for me, I just like better, so I do that. Anyway, now we actually have Arceus, and now the full Pokedex is actually complete. Now the only way we can complete it more is to just get all of the research done on all of the other Pokemon. Beyond that, there's literally nothing else left. In fact, it might be... I'm tempted to kind of end this episode earlier, but I do kind of want to give this guy some moves. So anyways, all those plates we collected, those are for Arceus only. If you use them on Arceus, you can have them evolve, and they will gain different powers based off of what plate it is. So effectively, you can give it the type advantage against anything, effectively. It effectively makes it the game easy mode, because you could just change it. The favorite looking for me, though, is probably the Draco plate, so I'm going to use that. It doesn't really change much in terms of its appearance. All it really does is change its cover. It'll effectively change cover to match the plate that was usually used on it. Or subtabs, I guess. As for what we should get it, I don't know. Actually, I guess what fit I could do is maybe this Pokemon can do the Path of Solitude as well. If so, let's do that. Alright, let's see here. So because it has multiple stats, that means it probably has multiple other moves it can get as well. So let's just let's fix the not have moves problem and just kind of do that. We have the money, so may as well do that. And then let's replace one of the moves with its actual move. Oh, we have Judgment as well. That's a cool one. We're probably keeping that. And then we're gonna keep Recover for now, because Recover is probably going to be necessary for the next battle, just saying. Oh, it has Draco Meteor too. I didn't know that. Draco Meteor is another cool one. It said I would learn Outrage, so I kind of just learned Draco Meteor instead. Okay, then. Oh, wait, no, I do remember now. One thing I wanted to do was actually do a couple of other different battles that I kind of didn't want to do. And while we're here, I think I'm going to lead with Arceus, because why not? Alright, so let's, I did not want to do that. I want to grab it, move it into the first spot, because I still mentioned I wanted to show off Path of Tendency, but I didn't really get a chance to show that off, so we're gonna fix that right now. We're gonna go straight into Path of Tendency. You'll face 3 members of a team or clan in a series of battles. I want to do all of them, so I'm just gonna do Galaxy Team. Yes. Alright. So now we face 3 members of the Galaxy Team in battles. Do you really think you can defeat all 3 of us? Come then, and prove my might of you and your Pokemon. Hampton Zero, the Sahiri Corps, required for duty. And so we have to defeat all of them in a row. Alright, so this is gonna be a test of our endurance, really. Oh, what? After all that, Glade is the one that gets sent out? Seriously? Ugh. I have Arceus as my first spot, and I cannot use them. Huh? That's so odd. Eh, whatever, I'll have to switch it in later, I guess. Alright, well, I guess we're not using it. Apparently Glade wanted to come out first for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I thought I could just use Arceus right away, but I guess they didn't want us to do that. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna freaking charge out. Don't care. Don't care. Okay, maybe I should care, but that's gonna get 2 moves off. It's also gonna lower its defense and stats quite a bit. Okay, now we check if we can heal. In Path of Solitude, we didn't even get the opportunity to heal whatsoever, which really made the game kind of difficult. Okay, this one we can heal, and it probably makes sense to do it, because if we didn't do it, then yeah, it could be kind of hard winning 3 battles in a row. These are basically refights, in case you didn't notice. These are essentially refights of the same battles we saw at likely the beginning of the game, as well as some other trainers. Like, I don't think we fought him once. In fact, I think it's the first time fighting Captain Zizu, so he is new. The others are technically refights. of the same Pokemon, but they're stronger at like level 60-ish there, so... Alright. Let's try and defeat one with Arceus while we wait. I see you're impressive as ever. Makes sense, I guess. Alright. And now we have... I don't usually go about picking battles I can't win, but I'm doing this for Kamado's sake. I won't hold back. Oh, now it sends out Arceus. I don't know what happened the last time. Alright, well now we have Arceus out. Let's start with the Judgment, actually. Let's do that. Let's see what this is. Hello. Oh, good grief! Oh, I also forgot. Judgment changes based off of your move, and it's probably as a fairy type. Yeah, knew it. Called it. Alright. Fairy type is still vulnerable against me, so I can't necessarily defeat the entire team with it. So yeah, I kind of lied. I'm not defeating this entire team with just this. And a lot of my Pokemon are Dragon types, which is kind of bad for this fight because that gives us not really many opportunities of how to take these out. Well, I know Bug and Rock are usually resistant to Fairy types, so let's just take out Gardevoir with this instead. Oh, we got Jay and Splinter, that's nice. Alright, now it's gonna use that instead because it's... Oh, it's gonna kill itself! I just realized. Because I gave it Splinters, it's killing itself. Nice, that's always cute. Alright, now it's back to Mismagius. And it still gets a hit as well! Which means this one is dead, obviously. But I think it did what it wanted to do. Okay. Well, we saw that, which was kind of cool, but we don't want to necessarily use that all the time. So let's do a quick extra sensory to take this out. And then just use Strong Judgment. Or, I don't know if I want to use Strong, but I'll try using Strong. It's trying so hard. But Arceus has that tanking power. Not easy for it to win. Oh, we can use Agile Style actually. Let's do that so we get an extra move. So Judgment also changes its move power. I should have mentioned that. Judgment is also kind of an overpowered move because Judgment also changes its power based specifically on what kind of type Arceus is. So because I'd gone and changed it to Dragon, it is doing Dragon damage right now. I only changed it to Dragon just to give it more resistance though, because Dragon is usually a hard Pokemon to beat. Other than Fairy types, it's only really vulnerable against Ice types. A training to help each other become the best we can be. I'll take that over a messy battle any day. Alright. I don't know if we get healed. I'm guessing we do not. So now we get Commander Kamado. Your strength offers many lessons. Defeating you will prove that I've learned them. Commander Kamado of the Galaxy Expedition Team to battle. Alright. Now we have Kamado. The guy we faced at the top of the tower. And we're facing off against it with our boy Arceus. This is why I wanted to wait because, well, I figure if I just ended the video, it'd be not really that fun. So I figure before we go, let's show off our boy Arceus. Because it would not be a good video unless we showed him off. He's just gonna use cheat potions, huh? Okay, well, let's do Agile Style and double hit him then, so he can't do that. Yes, this Golem's so slow. I know multiple things have been slow, but I keep forgetting that Golem's one of the slowest Pokemon. Alright. Let's see if he doesn't kill me in one hit. If he doesn't kill me in one hit, I can use, I want to use Draco Meteor on him really badly. So let's do that. Oh, wow, I got knocked down from that. Hello. Hello, I kind of just fell down for that. Okay. Oh, that's really cool. Unfortunately, that didn't really do much, and now my offensive stats are weak. Let's recover for a second. I like how a lot of the best Pokemon in the game typically have recover as one of their moves. That makes them pretty broken, because if you use a move that reduces your stats, you can kind of just do other stuff. And in case you didn't notice, yeah, my stats are kind of back up because previously, when I went into battles, I keep on getting knocked down. Let's go around here. I think that's like a better spot. The first time I did battles with the legendaries, I probably kind of got rid of recover early. Maybe I should have kept it sooner. Alright, let's do an agile style. No reason. I guess that's one way to cheese Snorlax, if you don't want to deal with its powerful Giga Impact, that is. Just use Arceus to kind of smack it across. Okay, we healed just right, so we should have full health for this battle. Okay, but now we have to deal with the jagged splinters. Oh, extra sensory. Perfect. It's super effective against that. Well, we're using that twice now. And a strong style should kill it. Okay, so I guess we did do one battle with Arceus. It wasn't the battle I expected, though. Of course, when you have recovery, it kind of makes the battles easier because, well, when you can't heal using items, recover's kind of got you covered, because it allows you to heal without using items. I'm reminded once more on how terrifying Pokemon can be, but that is nothing compared to how dependable they are. And there we go. Just like I said, I finished at least one of the battles with just Arceus. You pushed all the way for the path of tenacity. I expected no less. Grateful for you for showing me what a hardening present Pokemon can be. We must spar again sometime. Oh, and we get upgrades and other stuff for them as well. So if you're looking for ways to get XP items, this is a good way to farm them. Well, I guess that might not necessarily be true, because I repeated one of the fights and it didn't give me the same thing, so... Alright, so now there's only one thing left to do, and that is the Path of Solitude with Arceus. And yes, I figured as much. May as well do this while we have a chance. No reason to not do this at least once, so I figure we're gonna use Arceus one more time to do Path of Solitude. And yeah, we'll be fine. I actually keep forgetting that these battles are even here, and they are pretty useful for upgrade unlocking as well. Alright. Got some decent experience from that. Let's use that, and in classic fashion, let's actually buff some of its stats, depending on if it needs them or not. Okay, it has some stats up already, but not a lot of good ones. Particularly speed, and this other one could use some training. And tell you what, I'm gonna do the troll strategy. Remember the strategy I mentioned earlier with the other stuff? Yeah, we're gonna do that again. Let's just give it HP and defense 10, because as I learned from playing this game, HP and defensive levels maxed for effort levels is actually kind of busted. And on top of it, I will also give it a bit of speed as well, though I don't think I need much, but I will do this. I'm not sure if I will need its attack to 10. I'll probably have to wait to see how tough the battle is first, but the first thing I'm going to do is just, I can give it HP and defensive stuff. And we also have to see what type the Pokemon is. If it's a different one, then we're going to have to change it. So that Judgment is super effective against it, obviously. Alright, Path of Solitude. And we can use Arceus, okay. Arceus Papacell too. Now this is gonna be interesting. Let's see what who fights us. Oh, really? Okay, it's just Desudai after all this. Okay, it makes. Oh, what? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that's not just Desudai. That's free starters there. I'm actually kind of scared. This troll. I did not know that making Indigo could use this many Pokemon first. He has 3 different Pokemon, and they're all pretty well decently balanced too, so if I try to do something different, it's probably not gonna work. By the way, I'm not winning this. 3 Pokemon against 1 is not fair by any means. But I guess one thing I could do is spam Recover. That's probably what I'm gonna do. So you know what? Let's just use it right off the bat. Right. Right. I can't not get a Joust out this turn, so we're just gonna use Recover again. That's mostly full. The real question is, who exactly are we gonna take out? Because, well, other than our judgment, we don't really have much. Okay, I want to take out at least one of them, so I'm going for Desudai first, no real reason, just want to make sure it dies. And it didn't die. And because attack isn't max, I'm probably gonna die anyway. So we'll see what happens. If I survive, I may as well heal. They're just looking around, my goodness. Oh, we can get a double turn, nice. Oh, hello, that was not as much HP this time. That's probably because it was Agile style. Alright. So apparently strong style versions of this... Oh! Okay, now it shook her off. Alright, now Desudai is gonna get double attack. Alright. Okay, now let's Okay, there we go. Desudai finally down. By the way, I'm glad I didn't choose Dark-type because Dark-type would have been super effective against one of their moves that they're trying to use. Alright. I kind of get how I'm supposed to win this battle now. I obviously can't just defeat them all at once. I have to first heal up. As well as pick and choose who I should actually take out. Okay, that is not fun, getting a crit right off the bat. That forces me to heal again, basically. Oh, and then we get a crit from that? Gosh dang it, what is with this? Okamon and critting. Okay, we can't wait forever. We have to do something against it. Alright. We'll face Samurott and just use Judgment. Why not? Maybe we just have to use the strong Judgment over and over again. Of course, I should have known because Samurott did his own boost thing. It probably is a kill me, and I'm probably dead because... I don't really... Unfortunately, I don't really know of anything other than maybe Bug-type that could deal super effective damage to them, and if I do anything anyways, it's just gonna... I said, yeah, do it. Okay. I have the right style, I know that much. Actually, I guess one thing I could do, now I think of it. Let's make it Fairy-type! I didn't see any poison-type moves. Let's make it fairy-type instead. And replace one of its moves with Dazzling Gleam. How about that? Sorry if I yelled super quickly. Also, I just realized I have Calm Mind. I could have set that up as well, but not really a good chance to do it. So, I think I'm just gonna try to win without it. But beyond that, I'm gonna do that, and then it's actually, let's actually use the Fairy Plate on a Pixie Plate, rather. That'll change it into that. And then we need to make its attack stronger to really keep up, obviously. We'll give it a few levels as well. Alright. Buff it up a bit. And then we're gonna do, what's it? How about, oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I should use, I could also use some seeds, I guess, to master moves, but I don't think I really need that. The big thing I need now is, since I saw that that one didn't work, I think I need to raise my... Actually, I just realized, what other stats they used with special defense? So yeah, you know what? Screw all this. I'm gonna have to use what seems to be special attack, so before I do any of the other stats, let's start by getting special defense up to max next. I figure also, since it's Arceus, it probably is better that it just has max stats to begin with, because if I miss even anything, yeah, that seems to not work. And also, I'm glad I buffed stats. Yeah. And now you also see that battling with legendaries isn't always a cakewalk. When they make you face 3 Pokemon like that at once, it's kind of tricky. Okay, I need to buff its attack next. Speed is kind of meh. I'm not sure if I need that as much, but honestly, after that battle, I think I'm just gonna buff up all the stats. Screw it. Alright. It'll be easier if we have max stats anyway, so we'll just do that. Okay, now Arceus is fully maxed out. The only other thing I have to do is make sure the moves are set up properly, which, yep, just as I thought. We need to do Dazzling Gleam here, and Judgment will also be made into a Fairy type as well. And we'll kind of just keep Extra Sentry there to chill. Or actually, even better, we could just replace it with Calm Mind right now. Let's do that. How about that, actually? And we'll start with that right off the bat. Because if we could do that, then that would actually make it way easier. Yeah, I should have known that. People are probably kicking me for not having Calm Mind, so I'm going to replace Extra Sensory with it. And its main attacking moves are going to be Dazzling Gleam and that other move. Though that does give it a bit of a harder battle. Alright, now we do Path Assault. Alright, Arceus, let's go again. And yes, I did realize if I just buff up my stats, then they won't have a chance to kill me. I will say, when I saw all 3 of these guys appear at once, that kind of freaked me out. I did not know there was this many. Alright. Well, now we're gonna buff up our stats again. I guess Fairy type is also kind of overpowered too, which makes sense. There's not a lot of moves that do a lot of damage to it. Unfortunately, one of them does have super effective damage, so... You know what? I'm going to take you out first. I'm going to take out this Samurott first, because it'll be kind of a jerk if it lives with those moves too long. So rather than doing what I did before, I'm just going to use Judgment on it twice. And yeah, it's just gone. Alright. So yeah, with one Calm Mind, we're able to take it out. And as extra safety, let's set up another. And then heal. And then take out the other 2. And now we should be able to easily win. Because previously we didn't have our defensive stats raised, now we do, so now we'll be even more defensive than we were before, so... It makes sense. If you're battling multiple Pokemon, you kind of need your stats buffed up. Alright. Thankfully, they don't seem to have anything else that's super effective. So now we just take them out one by one. Oh, now it's buffing its own stats. Okay, that's not fun. Well, we don't care about it because we can just take out him. Alright, so let's use Judgment again, which will be very tight. Oh, okay, this time it doesn't kill it. That's not fun. Well, I guess that means we can use Dazzling Gleam instead. But that means Suppose it could potentially kill us. Alright. And good, Dazzling Gleam worked. Now we heal. Oh, and of course, that was inconvenient. Our defensive status literally dropped right as we did that. I should have known that. And it just had to get a crit just to troll me. Well, that was trolly. Okay, maybe I should take out Tipulsion afterwards. Alright, well, that was bad. Let's try this again. Well, I know exactly what to do now, thanks to what happened before, but apparently, even with 2 Combines, it's not enough to kill the Sudai. So, we're just gonna Combine once. Doesn't even have to be Agile. So, I'll do that. Bam. Then we're taking out Samurott again. Oh, great, it did the same thing. Voided. Nice. Getting that miss probably helps out a lot, because that means less damage to us. Because it does seem that they do have a random chance to dismiss. Okay, good. Oh, no. Wow. So, it doesn't perfectly kill it. Well, that's bad. Alright. That might cause my stats to drop at the end, which is a bit annoying to deal with. Oh, hello, triple arrows. And it just went right into another attack. Alright. I just realized, instead of using a regular recover, we could just use a stronger recover instead. Okay, alright, now we use Combine again. We have to use it 3 times probably to get the stats we need. And in between we could potentially heal. Alright. We also need to wait for Tipulsion's stats to return to normal, but otherwise, let's use Recover again. And yeah, I kind of found a pattern for this. I probably should have just buffed up to 3 though. Oh my gosh, just when I thought I was okay, I immediately got attacked again. Alright. Oh yeah, that's what I thought too. Tipulsion's gonna require more attacks to take out, so it is actually better to just take him out instead, but... Alright. Combine again. The fact that it also raises its defensive stats makes it really busted. Now we recover again. And now it's weak again. I hate that it gets crits almost constantly, which tells me it's probably a high crit move. Alright. Because Desudai did not die in one hit, that really messed up my strat the last time. Now that we have more defensive stats, though, it should not happen again. We just needed to be more powerful. That was the problem. Oh, and even with that, okay, well, we can't afford to do that again, so we're gonna have to heal. Because it's weak, it's gonna have to be strong style. Let's do that. Strong style! Bam. And yes, strong style does heal more, so we needed to use it. But that means they get more hits themselves, but honestly, I don't care. And you can see how tedious this battle really is now, because it takes a while to just get past stuff, and just when we thought we were okay, yeah, now we're back down to low health again, and we suddenly have to recover again. Good grief. Now they have us in, like, kind of a lock of some sorts. And now our stats are reduced again because of that. Alright. Well, if we don't get the same... Okay, so Strong Style doesn't seem to work as good as I thought. At least it just spends its first turn buffing, which is good. Alright. Let's just try and do him with this. Okay, good. Finally defeated Desudai. Okay, he has really good pieces. I wonder why it's taking so long. Alright. Now we can stall against him. Alright. Now we buff up our own stats again. Since we get a free turn, let's do it again. And instantly, we're back up to +2 again. I'm going to say +2 a lot, by the way, because plus is basically the indication of, oh, it's this. Oh, great, now we're third. That's my least favorite stat to get in the game. That's the only problem, is after getting hit a lot of these, you'll eventually get burned, and now I'll just take even more damage. Oh, and it burned me again, even though I was already burned. Alright, well, using a stat move is literally gonna cause damage, so yeah, that's not fun. I didn't see if its stats are buffed up. Is it buffed up? I don't see if it is. Oh, it says here! Power boost, guard boost, 3 turns left. Okay. We need to just keep attacking now, obviously. We can't let it stay alive for this long. But because of its stat move, it'll still take a while to kill. Now it's gonna get a tap move in. Does not kill me, but reburns me. Okay, this is really trolly. Okay, obviously, maybe we have to switch Dazzling Gleam for something else. Because if we just use the same move over and over again, it's not gonna work for long. Oh, and it just weakened itself back down. Okay, well now I don't have anything else to do, so we have no choice but to just spam attacks and hope for the best. We can use Agile Stall to get in 2 hits before it can do more. But we can't do much else other than this. So yeah, because of its higher ghost move, It actually has finished me off, unfortunately. But you probably know where this is going now. Because it, well, it just let me live. That's so weird. Because I know that it, this doesn't work against it, we'll have to use a Dark-type move on it instead. So that that can have the advantage as well. That was the real problem. Okay, now it works. Alright. Alright, well, you know what? I don't want to go for that too long, so I'll just cut until I actually win this. Hi guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. It actually took a bit longer than I expected. 15 plus tries later, I found a strategy that works, and I won't really say much other than Topolza is an absolute jerk. He can just do lots of damage and is very annoying to deal with. So I did a similar strategy like I did before, except I used Strong Style on Samurott to ensure that I would kill it in the second turn, and then I actually skipped Desudai completely and changed one of my moves for Shadow Ball. I mastered it so I could use Strong Style in it, and then I used that to kill Typhlosion second because I noticed it was doing tons of damage. So I dealt with him, and then I used Combine's boost to Lit Fervor as well. Instead of boosting to like 2 or 3, I boosted, I think I used Combine like 5 times at one point. And then I attacked them, and then it worked out. Of course, after 3 times, it doesn't really do much, so I might only need to really use it up to 3 times. But anyways, I came back because nothing much changed. It's just, all I did differently was I killed Typhlosion second, I used more Calm Minds, and I used the heal a bit smarter, and also because, also, this is kind of a random battle too, so I had to deal with that as well, but after like 3 dozen tries, Arceus has finally reached his spot on the Path of Solitude. I really wanted to get this done before finishing it. It's just, I didn't know it would take that long. Ugh, not fun by any means. And so now we should have Arceus with the marker. Yep. Alright, there we go. And now we are done with the game. Sorry if this did take a bit, but after what seems to be forever, we are basically done with the game. There really is no effect for completing the Pokedex, nor is there any real cutscene for doing other stuff. So until we do other stuff, I'm not going to really show much else off with this game. In fact, most of my focus will probably be put back on my other game, which, in case you didn't know, is Hyrule Warriors. You're probably wondering where I've been all that time. I haven't really gotten a chance to do it, but I might get to do that a bit more now that stuff is done. But on a different note, we are done. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and leave a like if you think Fairy Arceus is overpowered because, well, type doesn't really have that many weaknesses, so it is probably one of the more overpowered things Arceus could be. Because not only because it's also immune to 2 different types of moves as well, let it be known. But anyway, that's all I'm going to really show off. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in maybe another playthrough or another video. And until then, peace and bye.